Not yet. Well, while it's 7 o'clock, we cannot conduct business until we have at least 4 members. And we only have 3 members right now signed in. So I know that at least 2 additional members indicated that they were going to be able to attend.
So can we wait, right?
Lisa's joining now.
Okay, good.
We have a 4th member showing. Good.
Yes. Now, I know Neil had indicated to me before that he was going to attend.
He just mentioned he might be a little late, right? Was it him?
That's a possibility. So let me take a look at his email again.
But he also, I think, mentioned he might be late or might not be able to show up at all.
Well, his email of July 30th, he said, yes. Okay, that's right. Okay. Well, we have 4 members here. And we can proceed under certain circumstances. So let me begin by just opening the meeting. So, good evening and welcome to the August 3rd, 2020 meeting of the Town of Brookfield Zoning Board of Appeals, also called the ZBA. By the way, can everybody hear me fine?
Yep.
Okay. First, let me introduce the members of the ZBA who are virtually present here this evening. I'm Robert Marconi. I'm the chairman of the ZBA. Also present is Juliana Zach, our secretary of the ZBA. And also present is Louise Churjanowski Marconi and Lisa Temple. At this point, Vice Chair Neil Capola has not joined us yet. Larry Rushmeyer indicated that he would not be able to attend. And I did not hear one way or the other from alternate Joseph Fusillo. Fran Lally, our zoning enforcement officer, is here and present, as is Allison Kennedy, our recording secretary. So we do have a quorum with 4 members. The current agenda can be found under the board meetings on the Town of Brookfield website. I will call each applicant one at a time. Actually, I believe we only have 1 tonight. When I call your property address, please come forward and tell us about your appeal. After we've gone through all the cases on the agenda tonight, that is the 1 case, we will close our evidentiary portion of the meeting, and then we will deliberate an open executive session. So basically, this is divided into 2 parts. 1 part, we take in evidence, what you have to say about your application. And then after that is done, then we will deliberate as members as far as how we feel about the application and take action on it. Now, you must have at least 4 affirmative votes to have your appeal granted. Ordinarily, we have 5 members of the Zoning Board of Appeals. When there are only 4 members in a meeting, that basically means you have to have unanimous vote. And it is your right to consent to being heard by just 4 members or to have it put off to another meeting if you want to have 5 members. That's your choice. But basically, if you have your case heard tonight, you have to have everybody's vote in favor for it to be granted. Now, as I said, you are welcome to stay to the end of the meeting. And since there's only 1 case, there's no reason why you would not. Or contact land use office in the morning. Now, in regard to any appeal that's granted, it is limited, constrained to the plan submitted and to any purposes stated in the application, unless we as a board specifically state otherwise. Now, the first part, the public hearing, is only one aspect of the approval process and is for the purposes of accepting factual information and data bearing on this application and allows expression of opinion by interested parties. That is, the applicant gets a chance to present the application, but also if members of the public had wanted to chime in, either in favor or opposed, they also have the opportunity to do so. The final decision that this board renders could be approved as submitted. It could also be approved with stipulations, that is, conditions, or it could be disapproved. After reading into the record any correspondence received by the board relative to the application, we'll ask the applicant to present the application in detail. The chair, that is myself, will then entertain questions of clarification from board members concerning the applicant's presentation. We will then hear from those who wish to speak in favor of the application, followed by those who are opposed. Following each side of the question, the applicant will be allowed to make concluding remarks. So that is, you, the applicant, will have the last word. All questions and comments must be directed through the chair. As people are recognized, they need to state their name and address each time before speaking so that the comments may be legally recorded. Please be assured that everyone will be given the opportunity to speak. However, the board is most interested in hearing factual information relative to the application. And in view of the time constraints placed upon us, we ask everybody's indulgence and not just simply repeating comments previously stated. Again, it doesn't seem like we have that many people here tonight. I think we have only one application, but let me proceed with our agenda first. And the first thing actually in our agenda is not the case, but the minutes of our July 6, 2020 meeting. And I'll take a motion to accept the minutes. Would somebody like to put forward a motion to approve? Okay, Louise has made a motion to approve. Would someone like the second?
Second.
Lisa seconds. Okay. Does anybody have any corrections to the minutes of July 6, 2020?
No.
Seeing that, I'll take a vote to approve the minutes of July 6, 2020. All in favor? Aye. Okay, and no opposed. We have all four in favor. So that's done. We've also had been forwarded correspondence from other boards and commissions. That's not anything we need to take action on. It's just for our own information and edification. So the next thing I see here is a notice of application, let me see, by Bloom Energy. That's before another board. It's not before us, as I understand it. Right, Fran?
Correct. Correct. That's just correspondence.
Yes. In addition to that, I see also listed on the agenda is the quarterly newsletter. Again, that is something that of the Connecticut Federation of Planning and Zoning Agencies. Again, that's nothing for us to take action on.
No, correspondence.
Yeah, so let's just move on to the first public hearing we have. It's for 6 Juniper Lane. It is application number Z-20-72. And at this point, I'll ask the applicant to please come forward and identify herself. And first of all, by the way, Fran, is there any correspondence that we did not?
There was, Mr. Chairman. Do you not have it or no? If not, I can read it into the record.
I am going to leap forward to the application because I thought I saw one piece of correspondence in support of the application.
There was.
And that is Thomas and Nancy Treuer, T-R-E-U-E-R, of 4 Juniper Lane.
Yes.
Okay. And it says regarding the notification letter from the Zoning Board of Appeals could you pronounce your name, Madam Applicant? Is it Ronalda?
Ronaldo.
Ronalda, and your last name is pronounced?
Vilela.
Varela.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 Juniper Lane, Brookfield, Connecticut, for requested
Yes.
variance for a pool deck structure of 16 by 16 by 20 feet away from
Yes.
outside of property instead of 30 feet that is required. We have no objections to this variance and support this neighbor's application. And if we have any questions, we can be reached at 203-733-8125. And that is signed by Thomas and Nancy Treuer of spelled T-R-E-U-E-R of 4 Juniper Lane, Brookfield, Connecticut. Okay, that's one thing we had to clear spaces.
I'm sorry, I don't have a copy of that letter. So did you say that they do not oppose?
They did not oppose, they supported it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so in other words, the neighbor says they have no objections to the variance and support this neighbor's application. So, and I've seen no correspondence in opposition, just, okay. So, madam, welcome to the Brookfield Zoning Board of Appeals.
Thank you.
And it's probably nicer this evening than it will be tomorrow afternoon and evening.
Oh, yeah.
So I think you're outside. You couldn't have done that tomorrow night. So,
No, tomorrow night supposed to rain.
yes, well, we're getting the remnants of a hurricane or tropical storm, depending upon what it is at that point. Why don't you just, I know you submitted the application. Why don't you just tell us in your own words what the application is for and why you're submitting it?
Well, this is my son's dream. Since we bought this house, we love the yard because I have a 13-year-old now. We live over here for 5 years.
Yes.
And when I put this pool in my house, and I thought I didn't have any need for the deck. But the problem is, time passed. He's a soccer player.
Yes.
And he's heavy now because he plays a lot soccer. He plays for Liberty.
Mhm.
And he's breaking the pool because he likes to jump, not to dive in, but jump in the pool. But he broke all the edges where I put the ladder. This is the second time that I repair. So we decided to put a deck over there. But they told me we need 30 feet. If I do 30 feet, I'm gonna lose the place. I want to show you. I'm gonna lose the place for him to practice his soccer. You
Mhm.
know, and it's like, I put the deck and he lose his soccer because he's fanatic. Or I put oh no, you know what I mean? That's why I came before you guys to ask you, please, if I can use only 20 feet instead of 30 feet. So I will be able to have this space. I'm going to turn it off, turn the camera just to show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It makes a lot of difference. This is the place that he plays soccer. He used this space over here. I'm sorry, my yard is a mess. Balls everywhere. Did you see that? If
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the deck over here, the deck is gonna come up all the way. Yashiro, can you stay here for me, please, where the ball is? Yeah, all the way. He has no space over there. That's why feet gonna chill over here. So I plenty space for him to play soccer. That's why I was asking you guys, you know what I mean, just to use 20 feet from the fence until over here instead of 30 feet. So I still can put my deck over here without compromise. Sorry for my English. I think it is the word. Compromise the space for him. Of course, I'm gonna take some space, but it's not everything. You know what I mean? Although this deck gonna be very close to my window for my home. You know what I mean? And doesn't make any sense. You know. Fortunately, I have a grown-up girl over here too, so I need a deck now.
And where's the septic system located?
Oh, it's over there, all the way over there. Did you see the tree over here? I'm show you. Let me walk. Oh, I still have the marks because they cleaned the septic. No. Oh.
So that,
Over here, and over here is the septic.
so that's why you couldn't have the pool and the deck over there, is because of the septic system, of course.
No, it's not that they told me that is not related to the septic at all. They told me I need to use from the, how can I say, cerca, Yashra? The fence. For the fence over here for my neighbor until over here, I need to have exactly 30 feet.
Yes.
If I use those 30 feet, it's gonna be, I won't be able to make my deck. I'm gonna lose the space for my son to play soccer. You know what I mean? That's only the problem. You know what I mean? If you guys allowed me to have 20 feet instead of 30 feet from the fence, you know, that's what I'm looking for. The septic is, as you can see, it's far away, very far away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. but
My
you-
only concern is not to lose the space that my son plays
what-
practice.
What I was saying is that you could not have a pool and deck there over the septic system.
No, I'm not having a pool.
Right,
and
right. We know that. I'm just saying that you could not do that.
No, I know.
Okay. So basically the pool has to be where it is then.
Yes.
And the deck would be where, well, the deck obviously has to be wherever the pool is. It doesn't
Yes. The deck gonna take. Oh, let me put my daughter over here. Let me mark for you. Hold on. The deck gonna be over here, and you stay over here. As you can see, the deck gonna be over here where my daughter it is, and see the line over there
Yes,
from over here, and that's gonna be the deck.
yes. The
So
deck,
I still have my space for my son to play soccer. Did you see that?
a deck has to be, a pool deck has to be where the pool is, of course,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, I'd like to ask any of the other members of the board for any questions. And also, Allison, is there a form that has to be completed for permission to have it heard by 4 people?
Not via Zoom, there isn't.
Okay,
It just have to
Mr.
be a
Chairman,
verbal
I would think
consent,
as
I
long
guess.
as she, I'm sorry, Allison. Mr. Chairman, I would think as long as she commits to the 4 voting members via online, that's acceptable under the circumstances due to the COVID.
okay. So ma'am, are you willing to have 4 people instead of 5?
Of course. Yes.
Very
Of
good.
course.
Okay, now I'd like to ask if any members of the board have any questions.
I see that the letter is from 4 Juniper Lane. Is that the same, on the same side as the pool?
No, it is on the other side of the pool.
Okay. And isn't the pool within the setback as well?
What's it say?
So the 50 feet. Hold on. I'm wondering if the pool is conforming.
The pool setbacks have a different setback than structure setbacks.
So is a pool setback the same thing as a structure? Is it different?
No. What needs setbacks? What is this?
Like layout, maybe?
A setback. I'm sorry for my English. Setback is the same layout for the pool. What are you talking about setback? I'm so sorry.
Well, for the deck, the setback is required to be 30 feet, right? And you're asking for 20 feet from the
Yes.
property line.
Oh, that's the setback. I'm sorry.
But, oh, no, it's okay.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering if the pool meets that requirement. I think I'm hearing the requirement. isn't
Well,
that-
Well, I think meets the requirement because I asked for authorization. I got the authorization from you guys, from the city, to put my pool, and I got approved. You know what I mean? He set it up. He took the measurements and everything for me, and I got approved for my pool.
Okay,
Everything's legally.
yes, I think we can all assume that the pool that's there is there legally, right, Fran?
Correct.
Yes, it is.
The pool meets the setbacks. It's just the
Okay.
deck. Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Lisa, did you have any other questions? Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out the hardship related to the land.
I'm thinking that the hardship might be the size and shape of the property. in terms of the pool and the deck cannot be at the other side of the property because of the septic system. So it has to be pretty much where it is.
Yes.
And the deck, certainly a pool deck has to be adjacent to the deck, to the pool. So I don't really see how the deck could be anywhere else but next to the pool. At least that's my thought, is that the size and shape of the property may be the hardship. But I'll entertain any other questions, Lisa or Juliana or Louise.
But I think the question there is not necessarily the location, it's just the size of it, right? Or am I misunderstanding the issue? Fran, would you mind
Yes.
clarifying that for me, please? If the issue is not necessarily the location, is that the location or is that the dimensions of it?
It's the well, the pool setback is 20 feet from the property line, and the required structure setback is 30 feet from the property line. The pool, if I recall right, is at 20 feet or 22 feet. It just meets the required setback. So the deck's going to encroach in the setback by, what, 20 feet? Is it, I'm sorry, was it 20 feet?
But there are other places around the pool to place the deck that would meet the requirements.
I visited the property. I met the owner out there along with their agent. The back of the property, the topography slopes up. The right side is obviously close to the house, and in front of the pool is where the septic is. But I did visit the property.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it makes me feel more comfortable because I thought it was just a matter of practicality as far as where the child could play.
No,
But
Right.
from what you're saying, we do have the topography issues, the
we do.
sloping.
I did visit the property. I met the owner out there along with her agent. Yes.
Okay, so that's great.
Okay,
Mhm.
then I think topography is probably more of a factor here.
Absolutely. Mhm. She needs to unmute it, Louise, I think.
Is there a map of the property? I don't see a map as part of the packet. Fran, do you have anything?
There was one submitted, I thought. Hold on.
I didn't see it either.
Hold on.
Me neither.
Now I see the letter that they sent earlier, but I can't see the map.
I don't see a map, but I think that the fact is that our zoning enforcement officer has visited the property and has described it. So I feel comfortable going with that.
Yeah, I don't have any further questions.
Yes, thank you.
There was a map. I don't know why it wasn't uploaded. I do not know, and I apologize. Oh, I'm still looking. I'm looking on this.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, do all the members feel we can proceed anyway without the map being in front of us?
I'm comfortable with it.
I can assure you there is a map, and I can send it out to the commissioners tomorrow. But I know there was a map submitted for the application. Why it wasn't uploaded, I do not know, and I apologize.
I'm good moving forward as well.
Yeah, I'm happy with your description, Fran. And Louise indicated she's satisfied too. Okay. I will now ask, are there any members of the public here who wish to speak on this application? I hear no members of the public speaking on this application. Okay, so I will ask if, first of all, if any board members or if our zoning enforcement officer has any further comments on this application.
I have none, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, and then I'll leave the last word to our applicant. Do you have anything else that you want to mention about your application?
No.
Okay. What I will do is I will take a motion to close the evidentiary portion of this hearing.
So moved.
And Juliana, you seconding?
Yes, second. I second.
Okay. All in favor of closing the evidentiary portion, signify
Aye.
saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's unanimous. Okay. So then I think, since there are no other applications on the agenda, I think the next thing we'll do is just take a motion to approve this application. Would someone like to make a motion to approve this application?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Okay, Lisa, did you make the motion?
Yes.
Seconding?
Yes, I was second.
Okay, Joey, second. Okay, let's open it up to now deliberations, discussions on this. And I think I'll start off by simply saying I feel very comfortable with Fran's description of the topography as being key here, as providing a hardship. I think you mentioned, Fran, that the septic system is on one side, and basically this seems to be much the only place to put a deck, and you know, the pool's there quite properly.
It is. It's the most reasonable spot. It is, you know, and it is buffered by the neighbors. So,
Yeah, and the neighbors seem, the only neighbor who spoke out spoke in favor. So at any rate, does anybody else have any comments they want to make before we vote?
Nothing further.
Okay, Lisa
I'm good, thanks.
and Louise, you're good? Okay, then I will take a vote. All in favor of approving this application as submitted, signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, that is unanimous. I don't have to ask for opponents. So the application has been approved.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now, I guess, Fran, you'll explain what she needs to do then thereafter, or?
yes, yeah, you can contact me in the morning, tomorrow morning, and at the office, and I'll go over the process. We can move forward with the application.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Okay,
Of course.
very good. Okay. Now, as I'm looking here, I see there are no continued hearings tonight. No other hearings tonight. No additional business. The only thing I think we see here is the next meeting is scheduled for September 1st, 2020. That is that a Tuesday?
I'm looking at the,
It is.
Any
is.
idea why it's scheduled for a?
Yeah.
Tuesday?
because the following Monday is Labor Day. Could that
Labor
be
Day.
why?
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
Okay, that's good point. Okay, so anybody have any problem with September 1st?
No, just the problem is remembering.
Okay, and remember, if anybody's going to be on vacation that week, it's a Zoom meeting, so we can come on in.
Yes, we are going to remain Zoom until further notice.
That's
Until-
good.
Yeah. So.
Okay, that's good at this point, because maybe in Connecticut, things may be relatively okay, but in the rest of the nation, things aren't getting any better.
No, I agree. Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you listen to the national news, you know.
That's right.
Okay, I'm just going to wish everybody to survive the hurricane or tropical storm tomorrow, and I'm just going to ask now for a motion to adjourn. Okay, Louise moves to adjourn. Second, Juliana, are you seconding? Or
Lisa.
Yes, you got it. Yeah.
Lisa got it. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are officially adjourned, folks. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you guys next time.
Aye.